What's going on, guys? This week, my album review doing the most magical album on earth by Peyton Parrish. This is a Disney cover album that I found that he made a couple weeks ago. Super excited to go through it. Let's get it on.
Peace be ours, and by the powers where we'll roam. Yo ho,
And at the bottom of the list, number 14 is Hoist the Colors. This is a Viking type song that's like a vibe to it that I don't really love, honestly. I don't like his Viking songs. I'm more into the covers, which is why I'm doing the album. It's from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I didn't honestly know it before this song. I just kind of assumed it was just in the soundtrack. I think it's in the first one. But it's just kind of slow and boring. Nothing really happens. There isn't really a change at all. You don't really know a chorus is happening because it just gets louder. I'm just not a huge fan of this one, so that's why it's at the bottom here, number 14.
is the girl I see? Staring
And at number 13 is Reflection. This is better than the Viking one, but it's just slow and just doesn't do anything for me. I don't think it matches Peyton's voice very well. It's more emotion, which I do like, but for some reason it just never clicked for me. I wish I had more to say on it. I just don't. But that's why it's here down to number 13.
me down. I won't be silenced. You can't keep me quiet. Tell the wind
And at number 12 is Speechless. This one honestly kind of grew on me. I didn't listen to it when I originally was listening to it 'cause I didn't know the name of it, but it doesn't sound bad. Like the chorus is very powerful. I can feel the emotion in Peyton's voice here. I honestly just preferred other songs. That's probably going to be a common theme that you hear in this list, just because I like the album so much that I had to put a song down here. And this one just happened to be at the bottom here, number 12.
have to be concealed. Don't feel, don't let them know. Now they know. Let it go. Let it go. Can't go if I get anymore.
And at number 11, we got Let It Go. This one I immediately hated because it was Let It Go. But after giving it like a true listen, it builds really well to a nice chorus. I like this actually more than the original. But I honestly hate to say it, but I just preferred other songs. I had to put something down at 11. Um, I think the choruses are much better than the verses, but the verses are kind of a letdown, which is why I kind of put put it down here. But well, like the emotion really builds to that final chorus where Paige's just kind of belting and sounding really nice here. But that's kind of why I put it down here, number 11.
You're right. Fantastic.
And at number 10, we got A Whole New World by Peyton Parrish and Kayla King. I really like the vocal chemistry here between Peyton and Kayla here. It sounds really nice. I had to re-listen to the original because I thought they honestly skipped the verse because it sounds so much quicker, but it is just a faster version than the original, which I do like. Peyton's voice is obviously very nice, and so is Kayla's here, and it's a nice little flow to the song. Again, I hate saying this, but I just preferred other songs. Because like the top is just so big that I had to put something at the bottom. And again, like I don't dislike this song. I do have it saved. But just something about the other one just made me put them higher. So this is at number.
Powers of retention. Or is what? There's a warthog's backside. A sick as you are. My words are a matter of pride.
At number 9, we got Be Prepared. This was the song I was waiting waiting to listen to. I thought the song matched Peyton's voice perfectly, just because of his other Viking stuff and his other covers as well. But I think it's honestly just too dark for me. I do like the chorus a lot, but the verses are a little hard, hard in terms of they're too metally for me. They're too kind of aggressive, which I don't really like. I do think that like the no king part that he kind of does with himself, which is like which is Scar and the hyenas in the original movie is pretty funny, kind of well done. But the I wanted more from the song as a whole, but I liked it more than than the three prior or five prior songs below this. But there was just something missing from this song. So I put it down here at 9. And at number 8, we got "You'll Be in My Heart." This is one of the two Tarzan songs on this list, and I love me some Phil Collins. So a cover of it, I was a little bit hesitant, but I was glad to report that this is really well done. Like the flow of the song is really nice, and the chorus is good. But again, I just like other songs better. It's a little bit on the slower end, which I don't love. Um, so but that's just the nature of the song as a whole. It has nothing to do with Peyton's voice. But I just prefer other songs here, so this is where it ended up down here at 8. And at number 7, we got "Colors of the Wind." I had a really good hard time placing this one. I wanted to put it higher, like 3 or 4, or even lower, like 7 or 10. So I think this is the perfect middle spot for it here at 7. I think it checks all the boxes of a really nice cover. It's just not amazing in any way. I think the verses are nice, the choruses are nice, the flow is nice, the sounds really nice. All the instrumentation all the instrumentation is there. Um, just nothing really wows me about it, so I put it in the middle as kind of a barrier between the songs that I really really like and the songs that are good but not great. Um, so that's why this one ended up here. And at number 6, we have "Loyal, Brave, and True." This was one of the other songs that I didn't know on the album before I listened to it originally. But I was also very pleasantly surprised how much I do enjoy this song. This definitely has a Mulan type song feel to it, which I didn't know before I looked it up, and it is in fact from the Mulan 2 soundtrack. And like the chorus is simple, but it works with those just like 3 words, "Loyal, Brave, and True." And the drumming behind it works really well as well. I think the repetitiveness of the chorus kind of hinders it a little bit from going to like the top tier, but it is a better song from the ones from the bottom. So that's kind of where my thought process was putting it here. It's like,
It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. Can you
and at number 5, we got "Can You Feel the Love Tonight." This is this classic love song from The Lion King. It's done really well. Peyton really shows his emotion here and makes it sound fluent and honestly exquisite. Why it's down here, not in the top 4. I honestly just liked other songs better. This is really well done. This kind of was why I listened to it originally in terms of the album as a whole, because I saw a snippet of this on my Instagram feed and was like, "Wow, I didn't know this album was out. I do now." And pleased to report that it is very nice. But that's kind of where my thought process was putting it here 5. And at number 4, we got "I'll Make It." This is honestly just a better version of loyal, brave, and true. The drums are better, the guitar is better, the flow is better, the choruses are better. He sounds better here. Um, I really like this cover a lot. Again, it's just other songs that are just something puts them above this one. But I think this one kind of sold it to me that this guy isn't just a one off. He can make other things as well. The song sounds great here at number four.
This is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. If I can't be strong.
And at number three, we got Go the Distance. This is actually how I found Peyton Parrish in the first place. I found him through just like a playlist that I was listening to in terms of suggested, and this was actually on one of our first songs of the week way back when, and it was actually like in the top 50 of songs of the year. So something about the song just really works as a whole for me. I listened to it as a joke, and then it just got stuck in my head and never left. Um, but honestly, if this song doesn't pump you up in terms of a workout song or anything like that, I don't know what does. It's just exciting. It's uplifting. It's just great on all fronts. The chorus works, the voice works, the instrumentation works. Everything just sets so well here. I'm a big fan of this one. I always come back to it. It's usually in my on repeat playlist at some point, whether it's at the top or the bottom. So I never get tired hearing this one here.
And as you climb the mountain, it's you who reach the peak. Sun up to the sky. It's your spirit
And at number two, we got "Son of Man." Another the last one I didn't know before listening to the whole album. I mean, this is the other Tarzan Phil Collins track on here, and it's done so phenomenally. I think I actually listened to the original version right before I did this video, and I think this is also better than the original. I love the fast pace of the song, and the chorus is just fantastic. It's super catchy and just stays in your head. And I think even the verses aren't a slouch either. It's just the overall song just works really well together. But there's one song that just blew me away completely, and this is why this is at number two.
mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
And at number one, it was The Lion Sleeps Tonight. It always was. This was my number one as soon as I heard it. It's on Spotify. It's the fifth least streamed song that is on the album, and I think that's honestly a disservice to the song. The song's fantastic. This honestly is just a perfection of a cover song. Lion King is one of my favorite movies of all time, so that obviously plays a part in it. The Wind Away sounds really good. The drums are epic. The nostalgia for the song just kind of honestly puts it over the top for me, and the song just flows effortlessly. His voice is just impeccable here. Just a phenomenal song, and that's why it took the top spot here at number one. So overall, my thoughts on the album. Also, I wanted to point this out. There are 15 songs on this album, but I didn't do the reimagined version of "Go the Distance" because I felt that was a little repetitive. Since I already covered "Go the Distance," it seemed a little repetitive on my end, so I didn't. I did want to point that out. But I was honestly really excited to do this album review. More excited than honestly all the other ones that I've ever done. Just on the sense that it's a Disney cover album review, of an artist that's not small, but it's not big either. And I was doing a little digging for this video. He actually started making country music, and then doing covers, and then doing Viking songs. which I don't prefer Viking songs, but my brother does, and my brother's a big fan of him as well, and that's also kind of how I found him as well, because I heard a couple of his Viking songs in his car. Valhalla Calling, I think, was the song that kind of brought me on to him through his car, um, but overall, I think this album is really well done. There aren't a lot of flaws on it. It's just more of a preferred of what kind of movie and what kind of sound you like better. I'm a big fast and I like slow songs, don't get me wrong, but I think the movies kind of play a part in it, which is why I didn't love. I liked like Parts of the Caribbean. I do. I saw every single one of those in theaters when I was a kid. But it's more of that Viking style that I don't love. And just I'm a big Lion King guy, a big Tarzan, and a big Hercules. Hercules is my favorite Disney movie of all time, so you can kind of hear that in Go the Distance, as well as I just like the song in general. But there aren't many flaws on the album. How it kind of relates to the rest of his stuff, it's a little different, I guess, because he does more Viking stuff than than Disney covers. So it's hard to kind of compare the two because they're so different. But I would definitely check out Peyton Parrish. He's a hell of an artist, hell of a singer. His voice really works well with a lot of different genres and voices and everything like that. He's a little bit on the heavier side, but I think overall it works really well. I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out Peyton Parrish if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.